It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Good morning. It's time for the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm Bob Recktenwald. This is Scooter.
Whoop whoop.
Scott Callies.
How are you?
It's just another Friday.
Just another Friday. I don't think there's a song about that. I was trying to think of it.
Thank goodness.
There's one about Monday.
Oh, we won't mention it on Monday
Like it
then.
was Cyndi Lauper or something.
No, don't go there. Because however you may think you are, but you are not Cyndi Lauper.
No. Well, there is a song, Living for the Weekend. Maybe that's it.
That's probably not it either.
No? Okay. I'll think about it. I'll come up with a song for you.
No.
Just for you.
That's plenty good. We're not. That was not a request.
Oh, I was just trying to help.
Help like that people don't need. Especially when I'm sitting right next to you, don't need. It's a little cooler today. It makes it nice.
That was a change of subject real fast. But yes, you're right.
I had to get off of that because I was afraid he's going to break out in not what you call tune.
Yes, it was a lot cooler this morning. I really liked it. A lot of moisture in the air, though, still.
You know, yesterday morning, I didn't mention this. Yesterday morning, I wanted to. 35 deer from my house to 201.
35. I don't even bother
only
to count
17 today. Well, I have to count them because I have to stop in the road to wait for them to cross.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like that most mornings and evenings when you're coming home. You got to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
They're out, especially out by our place. We got a lot of them.
We've got a lot. We've got a lot. I actually counted a 9-point buck yesterday.
9-point buck.
You know how I knew he was 9 points?
You counted it.
Yeah, because he was about from here to that monitor away from me. Just looking.
They're not, our deer over by our place are not scared
No.
of vehicles, any of that stuff.
No.
They'll just walk right up to you and like it's nothing.
I walked out one day earlier this week, got in the Little Red Rider. That's my car, you know, my Little Red Rider. I walk around the corner, and there's a doe and 2 fawns standing 8 feet away from me. I stopped because it startled me, and I stopped and waited for her to leave, and she didn't. And finally, when the little fawns looked up at me and startled itself and ran off, the other fawn went with it. The mom still stayed there.
Yeah, out there's a lot of people that feed them, and they've kind of gotten used to
Feed them a
traffic.
30-06.
There you go.
They keep eating Miss Tina's plants. It's going to be a short, sudden death.
I was watching a comedy guy says, "Hey, what do you guys use for hunting around here?" One guy, 30-06, 30-30. Another person yelled a Buick.
A Buick.
Started up real slow.
Yeah, we did that with a Cadillac one time.
I've hit a few.
Yeah,
I don't
wild.
necessarily go hunting with it, but
No.
I hit a few.
Nope. Not an exciting time when you do it in a vehicle that costs you about $17,000 to fix.
Yeah. It's never a good thing.
Mm-mm. The morning prayer is brought to you by Roller Funeral Home of Arkansas. 29 locations to serve you, 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Their motto is with all our respect, but that's how they do business, and that's the way you'll be treated by Renata Jenkins-Byler and her staff all across the state. You know, pre-planning is a big thing, and it should happen more and more, way more than what it does. You and I have been talking about it for 3 years,
Yep.
and neither one of us has done it yet.
No. I need to, but yeah, we just
It's
haven't.
one of
and
them
it's-
things, it's a good idea, but are you signing your death wish?
Yeah.
Are you just...
You're just a little worried by signing this. What exactly does that mean?
What's next? Take the guesswork out of it for your loved ones. Go down to Roller Funeral Home and visit them. Talk to them about pre-planning. Let's go for the prayer. Lord, thank you for the beautiful weather that you've given us, and thank you for the land that we live in. Lord, we talk about the deer in the morning, and just the amazement of your creatures that just can walk freely where they want to go, and the wildlife is just amazing here in our country and things that we do. Lord, it's about time for school, and it's time for the kids to get back in the swing of things. The school traffic's going to be picking up. We just pray for safety for all those involved that have children and have to get them to school. Pray for the administration the teachers and the students themselves, the athletes that have already started travel. And Lord, we have to mention our government. We just pray that you will be with the folks in Washington, D.C. Pray that they'll get their mission together, whatever it is, and remember that they were put there to look after the common man and not their pockets. Lord, we just pray for the firefighters, the policemen, the first responders, the doctors, and just keep us all safe. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
It's, well, I can't do this with you because you cheat. We're going to take a break. We'll take a quick clip from Bob and Linda Zdora, the Z Team.
Ever been in a cave before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the car!
How will we?
The car! Your offer has been accepted. Ever bought a house before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the closing.
But how will we?
The closing!
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. The weather and all the updates are brought to you by Bob and Linda Zdora, the Z Team. Century 21 Realtors here in Mountain Home, 870-405-0793. And each morning they bless us with a shot of the White River.
But before I do that, you wanted to get me, so I'm going to reverse it around, Bob.
Yeah.
Is it foggy or clear?
Foggy.
Foggy, okay. I'd say that's pretty clear overall.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't count that little bit on the.
See, I was trying to go off the picture you showed me earlier that had a little bit of fog, but that was not a live shot. That was a screen print shot. And let's look at it real quick.
Okay. I took this screenshot when I first got here this morning, was putting the camera in.
Yeah, so that's what I was basing my guess on. Should have known better. That's the Rainbow Bridge in Carter, Arkansas. It's just a beautiful shot brought to us by Bob and Linda Zdora, the Z Team. Realtors you would recommend to a friend, and I say they're always busy but never too busy to help you. Their phone number is 870-405-0793. Retiredtoarkansas.net is their website. You can take a click on that website and look at these pictures all day long if you want to. That's the main shot coming off from Marion County back into Baxter County. What you're looking at is the city of Cotter. When it's a little bit brighter, you'll see the baseball field, the Railroad Museum, Contractors Trust off to the right. Way, way off in the distance is the state of Missouri. To your left would be the city of Bull Shoals. To your right would be the city of Mountain Home. Just a wonderful shot brought
I'm going
to
to
it.
switch this because you can see that there is fog
Yep.
down on the water.
Mm-hmm.
And a fisherman.
And a fisherman. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, right. Oh, and a bird.
And a bird.
See, what more could you need?
Yep, it's a live shot for sure. You can see the water moving, the fishermen on the river. It's just a wonderful thing there. It's a great shot. Again, it's brought to us by Bob and Linda Zdora, the Z Team, 870-405-0793. Give them a call. They can help you with any real estate need that you have in the state of Missouri or in the north part of the Arkansas. It's just wonderful. I could sit here and watch that all day.
Oh, yeah. It's so pretty.
There's about 15 of these shots that you can go click on live views, and it would just scroll throughout the day.
Could you imagine having that as your background on your computer?
Imagine that had in your backyard.
Yeah, that would be just rough.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Zooming in on the railroad depot there, Cotter. That's God's country, folks. If you want to take a look at it, check it out. Go to retiredtoarkansas.net. Go to live views, and it'll scroll you throughout the day. Let's take a look at the weather. Temperatures around the area: Mountain Home 67, Harrison 61, Batesville 66, Yellville 67, Marshall 64, Salem 65, Mountain View 64, Calico Rock 67, West Plains, Missouri is 65, along with Springfield. Poplar Bluff is 67, and St. Louis, Missouri is 65. Let that catch up just a second here. As you can see, across the great United States of America, there's some rain up in Minnesota, some down in the Gulf of Mexico, down around New Orleans, Charlotte and Raleigh, North Carolina, a little bit. Other than that, it's pretty clear. Zoom back into Arkansas here. Make sure nothing snuck in on us. State of Arkansas looks plenty clear from east to west, from north to south. It's going to be a nice clear weekend, I believe. I don't think there's a few chances of rain, but we'll look at that here in just a second. But all in all, the state of Arkansas is pretty clear. If you're traveling today, it's a good day to do it. Record rainfall in Pensacola, Florida, 4.55 inches.
Phew.
If we had 4.55 inches in a day here right now,
We'd be in trouble.
we'd have a huge flood
Yeah, it would be bad.
because we've had enough rain to get the ground wet again, and it would just run.
Well, they
off.
beat the record quite a bit because the last record they had was in 1911, 3.72 or 73.
Mm-hmm.
That's impressive.
Dallas, Texas. It's been 67 days since they've had measurable rain in Dallas-Fort Worth.
Whoa,
That's a long time.
that's not good.
Not a good thing. We have no severe weather warnings for us. We have no heat advisory, no excessive heat advisory, no flood watch. Arkansas is just good to go. I like that, don't you?
Mm-hmm. We need that. We need a weekend like that.
7-day forecast. Today, sunny, high of 90, which is a lot better than 112. Tonight, mostly clear, low of 65. Tomorrow is going to be a high of 92, mostly clear, low of 68. Sunday is going to be hot, 97. Partly cloudy Sunday night, low of 70. Monday, 94. Chance of thunderstorms Saturday, Monday night, low of 70. And high on Tuesday is going to be 84. 50% chance of rain, though. What do you think about that idea?
The 84 sounds nice.
Yeah, the 50% chance of rain they can keep. On Wednesday next week, chance of rain, high of 82. And then next Thursday, sunny, high near 85.
It's funny how everybody's yards were dried up, and then, after this rain, everybody's yards are just growing leaps and bounds.
We mowed last Saturday. We mowed 8 yards Saturday. And yesterday, 5 of those 8 people called and asked if I'd come back again this Saturday.
Phew.
Now, these are yards I hadn't touched for the previous 6 weeks before that.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. It's like been down, and then everything's just grown.
Mm-hmm. Now it's time for the pollen, whatever you want to call that, report.
There you go.
The pollen guess. We'll call it the pollen guess.
Yeah, because it changes every day. But
Yep. Tree pollen today, none. Tomorrow, none. Sunday, none. Grass is low today, low tomorrow, low on Sunday. Ragweed, moderate today, none tomorrow, and none on Sunday. Yeah, it's just a guess. Lake Norfolk, 558.45, 6.45 above full pool, which is 552, and they are not generating at this time. Bull Shoals Lake, 665.78, which is 6.78 above full pool of 659. Scooter, let's go back to the Zdora opening shot.
the wide?
Yep.
Okay.
And you can see right here, they're generating 2, and this is what the river looks like. They've been generating 2 since midnight. So that's what the river looks like with 2 on. And that was my favorite shot till you showed me the bridge shot. Now it's my favorite shot. But anyway.
Sorry, you're talking about the river, so I saw it was on a close-up.
Yeah, and that's a great shot right there. But anyway, that's with 2 generators going. If you are making plans to go on the river, please give them a call at 870-431-5311 and get the update for yourself. Don't take our word for it because it does change periodically throughout the day. And one thing you want to be is safe on the river, because once it gets going, when they start generating 8, it's nowhere near that call.
Yeah.
So check that out for yourself. Give Bob and Linda Zdora a call if you have real estate needs here in the state of Arkansas and southern Missouri. 870-405-0793 is their number. retiredtoarkansas.net is their website. And we are going to take a break. You're watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Welcome back to The Morning Show on XL7-TV. It's time for This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora.
Yes, sir.
How is Bob Zdora?
I'm great.
How was Music on the Square?
Music on the Square was very good. We met a number of nice people, came by and talked to some possible future clients. So that was good.
And the weather worked out great?
It was warm, but it settled down a little bit. A little breeze came through. The humidity dropped a little. Very nice. Very nice.
Roughly how many attendants?
75. Maybe a few more.
In and out.
Yeah.
Not everybody sticks around.
Not everybody sticks around. And then once they make it through halftime, when they do the pass outs and they do bubbles for the kids and things like that, then they get different vendors that and different businesses that give them gift certificates and things. They have a drawing for all of that.
How often do they do that, and how long does it run into the fall?
It starts like it's May into September, like towards the end of September.
So they'll have a couple more?
Oh, there's a few more, yeah.
Good deal.
It's a nice event. I mean, and there's people there. You get tourists, people visiting the area that just didn't know that it was there, or the legacy of it has carried on over the years. That they've been doing it for a long time, and because of that, they've they've built quite a following. There's a good following online. It's for people that don't see small town America. It's a good thing.
And when they get done doing music on the square, the next big event over in Marion County will be Turkey Trot.
Turkey Trot, yes, sir.
Have they set the
That's a
date?
major.
Have they set the date for that?
It's the same as it is every year. Whatever Saturday of the month
Second,
it is.
maybe the second Saturday?
Yeah.
But that is a good time had by one and all.
Oh, yeah.
And the crowds
that's
are
a big deal.
much bigger.
That's a big deal because there's a lot of people build their family reunions around that event because it is such a good event. And we don't do turkeys anymore. But name continues.
Yeah, which is a shame.
They're not doing turkeys anymore. And you can't because they were very clear that the people that are, the chamber had it and they let it go and it was picked up by the Rotary, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And the Rotary is doing all the work to get things done. And they were very clear that if somebody throws a turkey out, that it's done. And they'll never give permits or anything else again. So it was a tradition that was fine for a number of years, and now it's not.
Oh, well.
That's all I got to say. I got nothing to do with that end of it at all.
And then, will they have booths like they do like at the county fair? Or how?
Oh, yeah. They got booths all around the square. Different vendors will be there. The Republican women will have a booth. The Republican committee will have a booth. There's everything from storm doors to bird feeders. Bunch of different food trucks will be out there. That's always good. They had past couple of years they've had a beer garden with brats and stuff in there.
Real brats?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Good brats.
So it was that's part of it. And then they've got a stage. They've got dancing, like kid dancing and things like that, and a talent show. They've got bands. It's a really, the way that it all comes together is very good. There's a big eclectic mix of different things going on. There's a parade. It starts on Friday, but there's a parade on Saturday morning. Just a good time, throwing candy and.
What about the Marion County Fair?
I know it's coming up, and I saw a booklet on it yesterday at the Quorum Court meeting, but I couldn't tell you any more than that. I will get that for you today. I'll call and get one.
Okay. My whole reason for talking about this stuff is real estate is your world. And,
part of my world, yes.
Well, it's a big part of your world.
Yeah.
And you and Miss Linda do a great job, but the reason you have so much success in what you do is your community involvement. And you guys are at the gun shows, you guys are at the rodeos, you guys are at the county fairs and the music on the square, the city, Gasville at the park. You guys are at all those things.
We try to touch wherever we can, yep.
And it's not always about trying to show the home, it's trying to give back. And you guys do a great job of giving back to the community. You don't live in Baxter County anymore. You've gone over to the Marion County and presented. Do we have our shot of the river available yet, or is it still foggy?
Oh, let me look.
And you're involved with the different things, the election commission, and all the things that it takes to make a good, happy community on both sides of the river. And that's why I wanted to mention all these things that we did this morning, because numbers are great. Making the sale is what it's all about. But making the friendships that last and
that's what it's all about.
Being the person that I've said this as long as I've been sitting here or that chair, either one, you guys are busy, but never too busy to take a phone call.
True.
And people need to know that there's still folks out there that they don't care. You call Bob or Linda Zdora at 870-405-0793.
Yes, sir.
At any time up to a certain point in the evening, they're going to answer the phone.
And it'll go past that time sometimes too. Yeah. It's just funny, we record everything that we watch on TV, and because inevitably you'd be starting to watch something and, oh wait, I got to take this. Pause. Because you have to.
Because you have to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the way it is.
And it's the way, we started that way and we're always going to be that way. Linda and I are always going to be those people that are going to do the absolute best that we can for our clients. We're going to do whatever we can do to get a successful ending for both the buyer and the seller. Sometimes both sides of our clients, sometimes only one side is, but we're still going to look out for the other side as well. And we've done that. We've taken over deals because the other side was a little shaky, and that happens. You know, there's a lot of people that picked up real estate licenses over the past 2 years who may not be as comfortable doing it as we are.
Or well versed.
That's good too. I like that better. And so sometimes their management, their brokerage isn't as sharp as they should be. They're not as sharp as Jewel is in getting things done. So we'll step in and say, do this for your client. You'll be better off, they'll be better off, and we'll get this done, as opposed to going back and forth.
You know, one of the things that you provide to us here at the morning show each day on XL7-TV is this shot right here.
Yep.
I dub that God's country, you know, and what we're looking at is the White River from Marion County. That's off of your back deck. Doesn't it make you sad that people have to know that that's your back deck?
It's funny. I talked to a guy from Florida last week, and we were talking about places, and he was asking about a house actually that we just closed on down the road, and he says, "Oh, I saw it on Zillow, and it still showed as being active." I says, "And that's why you don't use Zillow. That's why you don't use Trulia. That's why you use Realtor, or you use retiredarkansas.net." Because all of the listings are on our website
or
as well.
Or you use 870-405-0793.
And that's what he did. And he was online and he found the website, and that was how he got my number and called me. And he was asking about the house. So he says, "Oh yeah, I know which website's yours." He says, "You're the one with the cameras on it that show Cotter." I says, "Yes, sir, we are."
That's exactly right.
So, and that's just something, you know, it came to us to just something. It was a plus. And, you know, an add +1 of something that we could do for people in other places to be able to look and see the river. You can see how fast the river's moving. Originally, it was a camera that, I don't know, it was like every 10 seconds or something like that. And it was like, you know, I don't like this. I want something better for people as they're seeing things. So that's an investment on our part. We pay for the airtime. We pay for the hosting, the better cameras, to make a better product for people when they're looking to see, is this one of the places that we want to go visit?
Sure.
Well, they come to us. Not everybody comes to us. We understand that. But we wanted to be, in the things that we do for the area, we're doing for the area. We're doing to help that quality of life issue that we talk about all the time. That's what it's all about. It's about making the area better. Fortunately, the school bombed. We'll see what happens next with that. We'll see what happens, and there's things going on in Marion County. We'll see what happens with that.
The area is looking at some uphill battles, but you know, every battle can be won if played correctly.
That's all. Exactly. And it's like that everywhere all the time. There's always something going on. And if the school went through, then there would have been another battle coming up soon anyway.
Yep. Let's take a look at some numbers.
Sure. Oh, there we are. Okay. This week in real estate, there were 58 new listings came on the market. One commercial property, 27 parcels of land, 30 homes came on the market. They ranged in price from $94,000 to $1.1 million. 6 of those had taken backups. Average sale price coming on the market this week was $311,000. Of course, that's because one of them was 1.1. There were 29 sales, 5 parcels of land, 24 homes sold. They ranged in price from $50,000 to $645,000. Average sale price this week was $254,000. with 68 days on market. So the time on market is really, you're seeing people trying to get their mortgage locked in, not knowing what's going to happen next. It's been bouncing the past week or so, 4 3/4, 5 1/4. It makes a difference. You know, you get into $300,000-$400,000 homes, it makes a big difference. 4 properties expired, 21 had price changes, 76 are pending. Currently, there's 243 homes on the MLS, so we picked up 2 more from last week. Year to date, there's been 744 homes have sold for $164 million. Average sale price has been $221,000 with 84 days on market. Last year, there were 772 homes that sold for $148 million. Average sale price last year was $192 with 92 days on market. The days on market are starting to shrink a little bit, and the numbers, the volume's picking up for last year. There were a lot of homes that came on the market that were starter homes and things that would have been starter homes that were bought up by investors. Rental houses that guys had 20 rent houses, and says, I can make how much on them? Okay, sold them all off. But they didn't all turn into private residences. A lot of them became rentals for other people, or they're just holding on to them, using them as summer places, things like that. There's a lot of VRBOs. We've had some properties that people bought to use as VRBOs, and they're finding the numbers of what they can charge for rent is coming down. It's supply and demand. I mean, it went the other way when there were no properties that were getting a lot of money. There's a lot of them now, and they're coming down, and some people are having problems making ends meet with them. They just can't get enough money to pay the note, pay for cleaning, all the things that go on with owning a property like that.
The brokerage share that they've got to pay up.
Right, right. So just business,
What is the hottest commodity right now? What price range?
Up to that 175 to 2.25. That's because people can come here from other markets and buy that. They're not as worried about the interest rates, or they'll take a loan for half of the money and do it that way. You're still able to write off your taxes, or the interest, excuse me, and that helps some people. And then they can hold some of the money that they made when they left where they were. But looking at some of these other markets, I mean, you got markets in some of these big cities, Phoenix, Atlanta, places like that, where it's down 15, 20, 25%, the market's down. We're not seeing it yet, but we've always been a trailing indicator. We're behind that because we need those people to want to come here.
Right.
But if they can't sell where they're at, then they can't come here. And we had a house that was supposed to go, I mentioned last week, a house was supposed to close, and we talked to the agent. They took it as a contingency here. Talked to the agent in wherever it was, and I can get this house under contract 2 days, tops. I mean, that's how good our market is right here. It still hasn't closed. They still don't have an offer on it. So the buyer is going to end up taking it in the shorts over that deal. And just the way it is. I mean, that's how fast it started. Once that rate jumped back above 3, and it went to 4 almost immediately. I mean, the G got what they wanted. They wanted to curb inflation, but they're doing it at the backs of people buying real estate, which is the largest mover of the economy. And that's why they attack the real estate. Not attack's the wrong word, but that's what
pretty close. That's pretty accurate.
That's what they target.
Maybe the wrong word, but
yeah,
pretty accurate.
Yeah, it is. And that's what they targeted.
How do they get a hold of you?
Give my honey a call as always. She's at 870-405-0793. You can go on the website, retiredtoarkansas.net, and there's little boxes on there. You can click on them. It says contact me, and just fill that out. Give us the information we need to send you what you want. If you have questions, just get a hold of us, and we'll be glad to help you out any way we can.
As always, thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you. Enjoy the weekend.
This has been This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora, Century 21 LeMac Realty here in Mountain Home, Arkansas. You're watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We'll be back.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for Friday Sports. Boy, I'm glad it's Friday Sports.
Always.
Athletic Director Steve Jones is with us. He comes from Yellville-Summit Public Schools. And, Coach, it's been a long time since you've been on.
It has been. It's been at least last spring, hasn't it, I think?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't recall being on this summer. I did, when you called the other day and asked me to be on, I went on to YouTube and was looking at some old clips just for fun. And I don't know if anybody's ever told you this, but something's wrong with your cameras.
Yeah?
They add 15 years to me.
15 years?
Yeah, because in my mind, I am not this gray-headed and this bald and this overweight. But apparently the camera adds not only 10 pounds, but 20 years or something like that.
It may add 20 years to you, but it adds 50 pounds to me.
Does
so,
it? Can we get a filter?
Because I'm right at 200. I don't know what the problem is.
A svelte 200 pounds, yeah.
I just, slide right in there at 200.
Right. Anyway, I'm hoping we can get a filter or something put on that next time.
I don't know. Been trying for 10 years and it hadn't worked yet.
Okay, the youth filter.
Yeah, the youth filter. Scooter,
Yeah, I'll work on that. I'll work on that.
I'll give you a project to work on.
No problem.
School's about to start and football season is right around the corner.
Yes, sir. Well, as a matter of fact, we start school Monday with students. We had open house last night. And then Tuesday, we are traveling to Hackett, Arkansas for our preseason football jamboree. We will jamboree with the Hackett Hornets and the Berryville Bobcats.
Where's Hackett?
Exactly, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma?
Yes, it is around Fort Smith is the best.
Okay.
I mean, we're going to leave really early and
get back really late.
Get back really late. And that's on a Tuesday, the second day of school.
It's a way to start the year.
You betcha.
Break them new ones in right.
We want to get going. We're really excited about the season. We had a couple of camps we went to over the summer, and the word on the street was that Yellville was the most physical team at both these camps. And just as a former coach, I can live with a lot of things. I can even live with a loss, but I want to be the most physical team on the field.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a time when Yellville was very physical, and then we kind of, I don't know, the last few years got into finesse football a little bit, and I think we lost a little bit of that. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, here we come, and we seem to have that back a little bit now.
That'd be good.
Yeah, pretty excited about it.
The Panthers are going to be involved in a conference change this year.
Yes, we've moved up to 3A in football, and I've got our schedule here. I can talk about that a little bit. We will be in the league with this, and talk about travel. Newport will be. That's our last game of the year. Atkins, which is around Conway, Morrilton, well, close to Morrilton, Russellville, yeah. Salem, that's a good close game there. That's a conference game. Quitman. We consider it a close game. It's an hour and 40 minutes. But
where's Quitman?
Well, okay, head south on Highway 65.
Okay.
Go past Clinton, and these are the directions we have used for 100 years. Turn left at the Yellow House.
Turn left at
the
God forbid they ever paint the thing.
Well,
Don't ever paint that house.
This is so funny because I'm serious. For 40 years, football coaches have used that yellow house as a landmark. And the people that own it have let trees grow up around it. So if you don't know where the yellow house is, you'll miss the turn. But it's a highway, it turns off to the left.
So are you sending a chainsaw crew down this time just in case?
You know, most of us older guys, we know where it's at anyway. I can't tell you the highway number.
So turn left at the yellow house?
Turn left to the yellow house. Then you just stay straight. You head to equipment, but it's between Highway 65 and Searcy, Arkansas, so it's in that area. Rosebud, Quitman, they're all right there close together.
Okay. I've gone there, but I've gone down through Rosebud. Instead of turning left, you just keep going straight on whatever road, 25, I think.
It may be. I can pull it up on my phone and cheat, but I really can't tell you. I just know that, my first year of coaching, we were going to Heber Springs, and we would go that way, and they say, turn left to the yellow house. What yellow house? So you can't miss it. And when you're looking for it, you know, because it's a big old house.
So from Quitman, where do you go from there?
Oh, let's see.
But I will put this out there. It's 124.
124.
Okay. 25 was close.
It's just one.
We also play at Melbourne, and we'll consider that a pretty close game. It's
now, is that conference?
It is conference, yes. Perryville is Little Rock.
Little Rock.
Mountainburg. Now, this is not conference. So
there's no easy way to get to Mountainburg.
No, I make the joke probably every time I'm over here, you can't get there from here. You have to go somewhere else first. But that's about the way it is. Mountainburg's in the Fort Smith, that part of the state. So, but our whole schedule, I kind of skipped over some stuff. We'll open our season at Baptist Prep Academy in Little Rock. Then we will be home versus Johnson County Westside. Then we'll be at Decatur. Decatur, we talked about Decatur last year because we played a basketball game over there, but you go to Solomon Springs and turn north, and it's just in that corner of Arkansas, Missouri, Oklahoma. Then we host Mountainburg and host Perryville. Then we're at Melbourne. Home versus Quitman. That's homecoming for us. We're at Salem the week after that. Then we're home versus Atkins. That's a big game. And then we're at Newport on October 28th. And actually, the 10th week of the season, we are open. We will play week 0 instead of week 1. So if things go right, we'll have that week to prepare for our playoff game, an extra week to prepare for our playoff game.
Okay.
So, we've got to get the playoffs first.
Now, do you have a benefit game? Is the Jamboree your benefit?
The Jamborees we about every 4 or 5 years we'll host one, and then we'll travel. The other 3 or 4 years because the benefit games they're a lot of fun, and but they're more fun if you're the traveling. I think if you're the traveling team, because for me to get ready for an away game, I jump in a car and go to the away game. But getting ready for a home game is a whole Friday of a flurry of activity and getting things set up and concession stands ready and officials' dressing rooms ready and stuff like that. So we'll wait about every 4 years and then we'll host one.
Have you been going to any practices? How does your team look?
They look good. I've been to a couple of practices. We just had some brand new lockers installed last week, and so I'm down there, kind of. I won't say supervising because I was just in the way, but just watching them put these new lockers in, and they look fantastic. And kids feel like they're in a college dressing room.
Grissom Cabinets do that for you?
Grissom Cabinets did do that for us, and I'll give them a shout out right here. They did a fantastic job.
I've seen some pictures; they really look good.
Oh yeah, we're very tickled with them. At the same time this was going on, Marion County Paving came in and did some dirt work for us. They're building us a practice football field, which we have one, but it's not. It's like in 3 sections, and they're all small, so we have to kind of spread out. This will be one large section, and we'll get that done. It's in progress right now, but looking good. Locker room looks good. So while I'm there watching this, I'll just go ahead and watch a little bit of practice. And there was some slobber knocking going on, and you like to see that.
Do you bet?
Again, you want to see some physical football teams or football players.
How about your junior high and 7th grade? Will they practice yet, or will they wait till school starts?
One thing about our head coach is he has no concept of off season. He started practicing as soon as school was out. a couple days a week, not all the time. And he's had junior high going on all summer. Now, here's the thing with junior high. You get kind of lenient with them. They don't all have transportation. So we depend on, the school bus to bring them to school. But the ones that can get there come practice, the ones that can't don't. It'll really start full speed and everybody involved Monday and Tuesday.
When school starts.
Yeah. Of course, they'll spend 2 days handing out equipment.
Oh, yeah.
And showing seventh graders how to
put it on,
properly, because that's always an adventure.
Oh, yeah. 7:45, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching XL7-TV, XL7 Sports Time this morning. Athletic Director Steve Jones is with us. We'll be back in just a moment.
Daddy's Metals is a full-service scrap recycling center accepting your scrap metals for recycling, paying you top dollar for all of your recyclable metals. They even buy cars and catalytic converters. Give them a call today at 870-424-6120 or visit them at 2821 Highway 5 North in Mountain Home. At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we're here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville. Close to Lake Norfolk and a short journey to Jordan County Line Liquor is your destination for all your refreshment needs. They offer the widest variety of all your wines, beers, and liquors with the cleanest atmosphere and the largest selection in the area. Not sure what to get? Ask Jordan County Line Liquor's friendly and knowledgeable staff for an expert recommendation you can't go wrong with. Also, don't forget about the Smoker's Den for all your smoking and accessory needs. That's Jordan County Line Liquor, close to Lake Norfolk, located on Highway 177 in Jordan, Arkansas.
Ever been in a cave before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the car!
How will we?
The car! Your offer's been accepted. Ever bought a house before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the closing.
But how will we?
The closing!
It's a matter of
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Coach Steve Jones, Athletic Director, Yellville-Summit Public Schools, is with us. We've been talking football. Well, let's shift gears and talk volleyball, because not only is it football season, it's also volleyball and golf season.
It is volleyball and golf season. In fact, golf season's already started. Volleyball, I want you to, I got to preface this.
Okay.
Because yesterday we had open house at school, and before open house started, I spent probably 30 minutes making some meticulous notes of things I wanted to talk about here, and that notebook is on my desk at school. So anyway, I'm going to do the best I can from memory. I don't have the volleyball schedule in front of me, but I know that on August 27th, I think, we are hosting our first volleyball tournament.
Okay.
And there's 8 teams coming from various places around the state, Alpena, Green Forest, Quitman, some places like this. And I may have just got some of them wrong, but anyway, it's a pretty good, diverse group, and we're calling it Volley in the Ville. We'll have both our gyms going all morning, and then the afternoon, all the teams will converge on the what we call the new gym, which is 10 years old now, and we'll do the finals there and the semifinals and that sort of thing. But we're pretty excited about putting that on. We hosted state volleyball tournament in 2019. It was the year before COVID, and what an electric atmosphere that is. Of course, our volleyball team has been in the state tournament 5 of the last 6 years, so we're pretty good at that. And
that'll be a Saturday event all day.
Yes, it'll start at 9 in the morning and be over about 5 or so in the evening.
Who's your volleyball coach?
April Martin. I know you've met her numerous times. She
because she's track and basketball.
Yeah. Okay. Well, since you that'll segue us into something else in just a second. She is our head volleyball coach, and then for 7 years she was an assistant basketball coach, and then she went straight into being head track coach.
Okay.
And she has come to us in the off season going, I am exhausted. I've got to give something up. And so, I said, well, what about basketball? That would give you a break between volleyball and track. And I know her, her break won't last long. She'll start practicing track as soon as volleyball's over. But so anyway, we had to replace her as an assistant basketball coach. And we hired 2 new coaches this year. Both of them, let's talk about football first. That's kind of the season we're in. Anyway, but now I've got to hit himself back to volleyball. We expect to be in the state playoffs again. We're excited about hosting this tournament. Coach Martin and her assistant, Coach Gilly, they've been practicing all summer. And we just feel real good about our volleyball team and our football team as well. So anyway, things are, I think, looking real well. Okay, we hired 2 new coaches this year. And our new assistant football coach, Mountain Home poached one of our coaches. So
yeah, they did.
Yeah, I'm still not over that yet.
I wasn't going to bring that up, but
yeah, I'm a little sore. No, I'm kidding. Great young man, good coach.
Good move for him.
And I get that draw to go home. I couldn't wait to come to Yellville. But anyway, we hired a fellow named J.D. Woodard, and we kind of went out hunting for a certain type of assistant coach that we wanted. We wanted an O-line, D-line guy, and we could not have found a better one. This man has coached at University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. In fact, he was their offensive line coach when they played in the national championship game in like 2004 or something like that. And I may have the year wrong, but he said that is the toughest loss he's ever taken as a coach because he felt like they should have won. But he has coached at, Hampton, a couple other places down south, and been a state champion coach, and he understands what it takes up front to win those kinds of games and everything. And he's, well, I'm not gonna say how old he is. I don't know for sure. I know he's a little older than I am. High energy, I don't always have that high energy, but he does. He just bounces around, and he's a O-line and D-line coaches have a certain look. He has that look.
He's got the look.
There's no question what position. You're not going to look at him and go, that guy coaches wide receivers. He coaches O-line, D-line, big old shoulders, and just a big dude all the way around. But we're really excited to have him. And, he's, done 2 things. The older you get, you have a little more perspective on things. He's got that perspective. But at the same time, he's also got the energy of a young man. So real pleased to hire him. And he has, I may have mentioned this, been on a state title team as a coach before. Our other new coach we hired is an old new coach, or a new old coach, however you want to say it, Charlie Melton. And we hired him. The opening we had was junior high girls basketball coach. And he's he's not from Yellville, but he coached here in the 1990s. And he's got grandchildren in Yellville.
Okay.
And he was previously head girls basketball coach at Dover and been at Scranton before that and Western Grove before that. So he's well-traveled, got a couple of state titles in basketball and maybe a couple in softball as well. I mean, he knows what he's doing. And just a great guy to have on your staff. Good sense of humor. Kids like him. I mean, he's charming and witty, but a hard worker. And I know when we interviewed him, one of the questions was, what's practice like for you? And he said, well, I believe in fundamenting them to death. And I've watched some of his practices too, and sure enough, dribble, pass, shoot. We're going to be able to do these things well, and
now,
which we do anyway.
Is he a replacement coach, or is he just a new ad for the school?
Well, when Coach Martin, April Martin, said, I've got to have a break here.
Okay.
That left us an open slot. Okay. And so we advertised for the job, and when I saw his name pop up, I mean, I kind of got excited. I coached with him at Yellville in the 1990s. I know what kind of person, and I'll tell you, character counts a lot. In college they have a saying, you recruit your problems. Well, in high school you hire your problems. So you want to find people with the right character and right personality. They're going to come in and fit in and work hard and not cause you, a bunch of headaches. And both these guys are tremendous people as well as coaches.
Let's talk about your golf team.
Okay, Coach Jackie Davis has. They've already been to 2 or 3 meets. We have, and this is one of the things I made notes on and can't remember our. I'm going to say I don't want to mess this up. Camden Norberg is probably our returning top golfer, and the rest of them are fairly new. I can't think of their names.
How did your fundraiser tournament go?
Oh, it went great. We had and it was just a lot of fun. This was our first time doing that, so there were some mistakes made that I was still new at this, but we made $4,000 or $5,000, which is a lot for Yellville-Summit, and everyone that participated, and we put a lot of money back into prizes, and because we want people to have a good time. And I'm not a golfer, but I think if I went to a tournament, even as a bad golfer, if I left with some kind of little prize or something, that makes you feel like, well, I'm going to do this again. So we made sure we took care of people that way. Everybody there voluntarily went out of their way to tell me what a great tournament it was and how they want to come back next year, and they're going to invite so-and-so. So I really expect this to turn into a big deal. And in fact, it kind of was, but I expect it to get bigger.
Where's their home course?
Lead Hill, Diamond Hills Country Club is the home course for Yellville.
How far is that?
30 miles.
Oh, wow.
Maybe 27 to be exact, but it's something like that.
It's still a distance.
It's still a distance. There's nowhere, when Bull Shoals had a golf course, we did that for a while. We have used Mountain Home, not Big Creek, but the Twin Lakes. And honestly, it just kind of works out best for us to go to Diamond City. So we stuck with it as our home course, and we'll play a couple of tournaments at Diamond City. In fact, that's where 2 of our tournaments have already been so far, and that's where we hosted our fundraiser tournament.
Right. Have you got a date set for that for this year?
For this summer, for next summer, yes, but it's not written in stone. We are shooting for the 11th of June.
11th of June. So lots of time to plan.
Yes. Well, and that was one of the things. This is I can't believe I'm saying this. This is my 4th year as AD. I still feel new. My first year, we started planning this. Me and the head basketball coach said, let's have a golf tournament. It'll be fun. We'll raise a little money. And at the time, he was still coaching softball, and I was still coaching baseball, and we just failed to get it done. Well, so I said, well, next year when I'm not coaching baseball and you're not coaching softball, now we can get it done. Well, that was COVID year. And then the year after that, even though COVID was over, everything was still social distancing and masking. And I said, I don't want to fool with it right now. Last year was the first normal year we've had. And I got thinking about kids in school that were in, 3rd or 4th grade COVID year. That they've had like one normal year in school of all their, and that's got to be tough. We were talking at a coaching meeting the other day. I love school. That's why I chose it as a career. Anyway.
We've got 1 minute left. Let's talk about the first home game for Yellville.
Okay.
Give us the date on that real quick.
Okay. Okay. The first home date is September 2nd against Johnson County West Side. That's a team that I think they beat us 1 touchdown last year. Or maybe we beat them. I can't remember. I know it was a close game.
Our time's over.
Okay.
It goes quick.
It does.
It really does. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you Monday morning. You've been watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV.